here's Brody Brazil.
Okay, I'm actually going to start off this video by taking you back in time to a previous video I made about Sphere Las Vegas in August about 4 months ago. And at that point, it had just been revealed that this project and this business and this operation was losing a concerning amount of money. It cost a lot to build. It wasn't making as much as anybody expected. So how would they get things right? I'll talk about what they're planning right now in a second, but first, let's revisit this. Sphere Las Vegas is apparently losing a lot of money. It hasn't been around for a very long time, but within the last 12 months, it's close to $500 million. This cost $2.4 billion to put up. And now the reality of that cost is sinking in. And because Sphere Entertainment Company is publicly traded, we have all the information from the fiscal 2024 year. How do we fix all this? You need more residencies. I mean, what were you planning on doing with this venue? You just wanted to build it to see if you could? Do you need to be lined up where it's like 2025? At least the first half of 2025 is already spoken for. And it's somebody on a very consistent basis, like at least 4 nights a week. Like they need to own the Sphere. They need to own Sphere for months at a time and say, this is where we're playing. This is our residency. I also think that what they need to start doing, and I realize they're new now and I'll give them time to do this, but they need to start building their library of shows for these off-day events. There's not going to be a concert there every night. So what are you doing on a Tuesday morning at 10 and at noon and at 2 and at 4 and at 6 and at 8? And you know what? And 10 and midnight. I don't care. Okay, now that that is understood, let's bring it back to the present so that you can understand how they're going to try and turn the tide here and make some money off of Sphere Las Vegas. And this comes to us via the Las Vegas Review-Journal, which states operators of the Sphere, I thought it was just Sphere Las Vegas, believe they're getting the hang of boosting profitability for the giant performance venue now that it has been open for more than a year. Sphere Entertainment Company has said the public can expect more events there. Oh, we talked about that before. Possibly multiple shows each day. That kind of what we were saying back in August. And that one of the goals is to have something going on in the 17,000 seat venue every day of the year. That's right. You got to deepen your roster, deepen your lineup, deepen your library of content and events and things for people. You just got to get more butts and seats on a regular basis. Also, you got to make it a little bit more affordable to do that. While representatives of the company aren't commenting on historic changes in the ticket pricing, there's apparently only been just a little bit of erosion in terms of ticket prices for Sphere's most frequent, regularly scheduled event. That's the Sphere Experience, with the showing of the Darren Aronofsky film, Postcard from Earth. That's just the video that they play on a more regular basis. Months ago, tickets for the Sphere Experience, what a tongue twister, Sphere Experience, and Postcard were going for around $119 a person for the least expensive seats through Ticketmaster. Today, you can find tickets for that much more enticing price of $99 a seat. Sphere Executive Chairman and CEO James Dolan told analysts in a first quarter earnings conference call on November 12th that the road to profitability includes building a library of film options to present on a rotating basis. Mr. Dolan should have hired me back in August. I would have gone from YouTuber to, CMO. What would my C-suite title be? But yeah, these were things I easily predicted on that video that you've already seen now. So here are my takeaways. It's great. I'm glad for Sphere. I'm glad they're turning this around. I got to visit it back in June for the NHL draft. I didn't even get to see a concert there yet, but I could easily understand why this is an awesome venue. It's an awesome place. It's an awesome experience. It just needs to fine-tune things. It's brand new. This is an entirely unique experience and venture. There's literally right now nothing else like it in the world. So they have to fine-tune it. They have to figure it out. The cost it took to build the place and some of the initial costs to open it, they're high. But now they got to start dialing it in and figure out how to make money off of this world-class venue. So supply and demand and volume and frequency, there are so many different variables here, but I think the answer is build up your library, do more, start accumulating those poker chips. If we're going to be in Las Vegas, start stacking your poker chips here by doing more and collecting more. But I also want to state that new production elements, that's always going to be a problem for them. It's still hard to replicate. When you want to bring in a band and have a residency for a long, sustained period of time, there's a lot of work. Those screens and all of these special production elements, that are unique to Sphere, they don't go anywhere else. They are a one-off only. They all have to be created. That takes so much time and effort and resources and planning ahead of time. You just can't turn a corner and have a band come in on a 2-week schedule. So I really do think they got to start planning for 25 and 26 and 27 and beyond, and do 3 and 6 months at a time of bands with very long-term residencies. Yeah, and construction in the first year, it dug a huge financial hole for Sphere. We've already talked about that. They've also got Abu Dhabi opening up in the very near future with a Sphere of its own. London kind of turned down the idea of doing a duplicate Sphere, but Abu Dhabi has said yes. That has been at least initially approved. Maybe they'll start moving forward with it in time. But that's why the Las Vegas one is valuable, and it's important to dial in and fine-tune and get right now so that when you open up future spheres around the sphere or the globe, that they don't run into these same challenges. So I wish them well. It's interesting, it's fun, it's unique, and there's still a lot of untapped ability to make this productive and special. That's the end of this video. Thanks for tuning in. Thumbs up down below since you made it here to the end. That greatly helps me in this video and this channel. And also don't forget, before it ends, go down there and make sure you are already subscribed to this channel. That way I can definitely see you back here next time.